The Western Diversification Program was a byproduct of the overhaul of the regional development programs, which I undertook when I had the portfolio for a very short time. There was a minister that resigned, and I came on board, and in the short time that I was there, I indicated we would do an overhaul of the regional development programs. And so we set up ACOA, which was the Atlantic Opportunities. We set up one in Quebec, we set up one in Northern Ontario, and then we set up the Western Diversification Program, which was headquartered, which was the equivalent, was run by a deputy minister and was the equivalent of a department. And the reason for that was that we hear an awful lot about value added and diversification. And in Alberta's case, it's a resource-based economy, and of course the desire has always been to create and gain more value out of the resource through processing and through exploiting the raw material so that you can get more finished products. And of course, the free trade agreement really coincided with that, because that was reducing tariffs on our shipments to the United States. And so the Western Diversification Program was geared towards identifying opportunities for broadening the economic base, diversifying the economy, getting it away from agriculture and energy to a more balanced economy. And that's really, it was part and parcel of the overall regional development programs that were being overhauled. And it was rather interesting because everyone thought this was going to be a flash in the pan and was not going to last. But it served the tests of time, and it has provided. It not necessarily gave grants, it gave loans, which most have been repaid. And it allowed new entrepreneurs and new businesses to tap into this. It was sort of a trailblazing guidance program that would give them the benefit of finding support and programs that would help those industries develop. So it's headed by a deputy minister and continues to be very effective in terms of broadening that economic base. Notice that today in the question period in Alberta, they were talking about diversification and what was happening here. And of course, this government and the government of Lougheed particularly was very much attuned to this whole program of diversifying and extracting more value for our products. In other words, a move towards the reliance of being hewers of wood and drawers of water, as the expression goes. We sought to reverse that, and I think this program did a pretty good job.